Hi guys, welcome to Life with Oxy. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Oksana. It's nice to meet you. I hope you like my channel and subscribe. Today is Wednesday, so it's going to be a little bit on the hectic side. I have to start baking a cake for my dad's birthday party, which is on Saturday. So usually when I make a cake, I break it up into 3 days. First day I bake sponge cakes and then I freeze them, so we'll need 3. And then I'm gonna make like a berry jam that'll go inside. So that I'll make on Thursday. And then Friday morning, I'll make a cream and assemble the cake. And Friday evening, I'll even it out and then cover it. On Saturday morning, I will decorate it. So you'll see the whole process of how I do. Now don't judge me. I'm not a professional baker. I just like to bake and eat, but you know, we can't eat. I have to stay healthy to reach my goals in life. But anyways, welcome. I hope you enjoy the process. I hope you have a great week, and please like and subscribe.
So for our sponge cake, we're gonna need 5 eggs, 3/4 of a cup of flour with a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I mixed it together and I sifted it. 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Once the eggs become a little foamy, I beat them on medium. I add the sugar and then I switch it to the high. And shortly after, I add the vanilla. And we mix it for another 5.5 minutes. While that's mixing, we're gonna prep our pan. This is a 9-inch spring form. You can use whatever you like, but the sponge cake size is for a 9-inch pan. Just keep that in mind. After about 6 minutes, your eggs should be nice and fluffy and double in size. You turn your mixer on low and start adding your flour, not all at once, do it slowly. Once it's all in, then you're gonna stop the mixer completely and continue mixing it with a spatula, very gently so it doesn't fall. And then we're gonna add the mixture to our pan. I also once I'm done filling it in, I take the pan and move it from side to side in a circular motion. I'll show you in the video. So the middle kind of goes down, that way it doesn't rise up too high. And then we'll put it in the oven, 345 degrees for 27 minutes. Once it's out of the oven, you let it cool in the pan for 10 minutes and then you put it on the cooling rack. My sponge cake is cooling off. I took my spaghetti squash, I put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna cut it and take the seeds out. Please be careful when you do this because the squash is still hot from the microwave. Once you took the seeds out, you're going to take a baking sheet, cover it with parchment paper, and put your spaghetti squash on it. You're going to put some avocado oil, salt, and pepper. You're going to turn them upside down. Make sure you take a fork and put a couple holes through them and put them in the oven.
Hi again. So right now my one sponge cake's cooling off. While that's cooling off, I need to wash my baking pan. I don't know why I only have one size, that size that I need. It's 9-inch one. I thought I had two, but anyways. So while that's cooling off and I need to wash that baking pan, I'm gonna pop in spaghetti squash. I'm defrosting some shrimp, and I'm going between shrimp Alfredo or something with buffalo sauce with shrimp and spaghetti squash. I don't know, we'll see what my husband's feeling like. If he's in the mood for actual pasta or he can get away with spaghetti squash, so we'll see. And yeah, that's it. So right now I'm just gonna pop these in the oven for, it's 400 degrees, around 35 minutes. It depends on your oven, and this is a smaller size spaghetti squash, so I think 35 minutes will be more than enough. And yeah, I'll show you in the end what I'll, by the end of this day, after I'm done baking those sponge cakes, what I ended up doing for dinner. But thank you for watching.
This is total mom life. You gotta do 5 things at once or nothing will get done. Once the sponge cakes cooled off, I wrap them in saran wrap and put them in the freezer. They can stay there up to 3 weeks. Our spaghetti squash cooled off, so I decided to shred it in a bowl. That way it's done and over with. And now I'm gonna peel and clean our shrimp. This is a perfect example when you're doing your low carb and your family isn't. We decided to go with shrimp Alfredo. So I'm gonna put some oil in the pan and then put some pot with water to boil. This is the Alfredo sauce. I bought it Aldi, first time, never tried it. Usually I make it myself, but today's been a hectic day. So while the oil's heating up, I'm gonna cut my sweet pepper and put that in. When I do a shrimp Alfredo, I always put the sweet pepper first because it takes longer to cook than shrimp. So just keep that in mind. When you do Alfredo, you can kind of like play your game with. So I'm gonna add a little bit of onion and broccoli. You don't have to put broccoli, but I just like that extra flavor. Once peppers have been cooking for about 5 minutes, I'm gonna add my onion and broccoli and stir occasionally. Anyone else thinks it's beautiful? I just feel like it's art when vegetables are cooking, especially different colors. So once the onion became a little bit on the soft side, we're gonna add our shrimp. And then I added about half a teaspoon of salt. You have to be careful because sauce has salt in it as well, so just keep that in mind. And stir it. Once the shrimp looks like it's about to be done, we're gonna add our sauce. I liked it actually, it was good. Once I added the sauce, I turned the heat setting on medium-low and let it simmer for a bit. And our water boiled for pasta, so I cooked the pasta according to instructions. So once the shrimp has been cooked for a little bit, I took an extra pot and I added spaghetti squash in it, put it on medium heat, and I added some shrimp Alfredo in that. So I cook that for about 5 extra minutes so the sauce incorporates with the spaghetti squash, and then I added pasta to the shrimp. This is what our dinner ended up looking. Bon appetit! Thank you for coming. Please like and subscribe.